The Puppy Who Loved Fireflies. Once upon a time, in a small town nestled between rolling green hills and whispering woods, there was a puppy named Jasper. Jasper was a little golden retriever with big floppy ears, a curious nose, and a tail that wagged at the speed of light. He lived with his best friend, a gentle girl named Mia, in a cozy blue house with a white picket fence. Every day was an adventure for Jasper. But there was one thing in the world he loved more than anything else: fireflies. Each evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills and the sky blushed purple and gold, Jasper would press his nose against the window and watch tiny specks of light begin to sparkle in the garden. The fireflies danced and twirled, floating above the grass like living stars. Their gentle glow enchanted Jasper, filling his puppy heart with wonder and joy. One summer night, after a day spent chasing tennis balls and napping in sunbeams, Jasper noticed the first fireflies flickering outside. His tail thumped with excitement. Mia giggled as she clipped on his little red leash. "Let's go see the fireflies, Jasper," she whispered. Out into the soft, cool evening they went, Jasper's nose twitching with anticipation. The garden was alive with magic. Fireflies twinkled between the rose bushes and over the soft grass. Jasper bounced and spun, trying to follow their glowing trails. He leapt after one, then another, his paws landing softly on the earth. Mia laughed, her laughter ringing out like a bell, as Jasper chased the fireflies round and round. But no matter how fast Jasper ran, he could never quite catch a firefly. They always drifted just out of reach, their lights winking playfully as if inviting him to follow. Jasper didn't mind. Watching them float through the air filled him with happiness, and he loved the thrill of the chase. One night, Jasper noticed something different. A little firefly, smaller than the others, hovered low to the ground, its light flickering softly. It seemed to struggle, its glow fading in and out. Jasper tilted his head, concern glimmering in his eyes. He sniffed gently and let out a tiny, encouraging bark. Mia knelt beside Jasper and noticed the little firefly too. "Oh, Jasper, look, this one needs our help," she said softly. Together, they watched as the tiny firefly rested on a blade of grass, its wings trembling. Mia thought for a moment, then hurried inside. She returned with a small jar, poked with tiny holes and a few leaves inside. "Let's help our new friend," she whispered. Gently, she coaxed the firefly into the jar, being careful not to touch its delicate wings. Jasper wagged his tail, watching with wide, hopeful eyes. Inside the cozy kitchen, Mia set the jar on the table and placed it near the window. She read that fireflies sometimes needed a safe space to rest, a little warmth, and sweet fruit to regain their strength. So she found a tiny piece of apple and placed it on a leaf inside the jar. Jasper sat nearby, keeping a careful watch, his tail tapping softly on the floor. As the night grew deep and quiet, Jasper lay beside Mia, his eyes never leaving the jar. The little firefly's light grew brighter and steadier, as if it knew it was safe. Jasper felt a warm glow in his chest, a mix of hope and happiness. He drifted to sleep, dreaming of moonlit gardens and glowing friends. The next morning, sunlight streamed through the kitchen window, painting everything gold. Jasper woke with a start and hurried over to the jar. The little firefly was fluttering its wings, its light shining brighter than ever. Mia smiled, her eyes sparkling with pride and joy. "It's time, Jasper," she said. Together they carried the jar outside, back into the garden where the fireflies loved to play. Mia opened the jar slowly, and Jasper watched as the tiny firefly hesitated, then floated out on shimmering wings. It hovered for a moment, circling Jasper's nose, then soared up into the morning air, its light twinkling one last thank you. Jasper barked happily and chased after it, though he knew he would never catch it. The firefly joined its friends, who were just waking up as the sun rose above the hills. Jasper felt proud and full of joy. He had helped a friend, and his heart was as bright as a firefly's glow. From that day on, Jasper watched the fireflies with even more love. Every evening, he and Mia would sit in the garden, watching the glowing lights drift and dance. Jasper didn't chase them as much anymore. Instead, he liked to sit quietly, his tail wagging, just enjoying their gentle company. And sometimes, just sometimes, the little firefly he had helped would float closer than the others, circling Jasper and Mia as if to say hello and thank you once again. Jasper always gave a soft, happy bark in reply. Seasons changed, and the warm summer nights faded into the crispness of autumn. Leaves turned gold and red, and the fireflies slowly disappeared, tucking themselves away to rest until the world grew warm again. Jasper missed their gentle lights, but he remembered all the happy nights he'd spent in their company. He learned that magic isn't just in chasing and catching, but in caring, helping, and sharing special moments with friends. Every time Jasper saw a firefly, even in his dreams, his heart glowed as bright as their tiny lanterns. And so, Jasper the puppy grew up, but he never lost his love for fireflies or his gentle, caring heart. Each summer, when the first firefly appeared in the twilight, Jasper would wag his tail and remember the night he made a glowing, fluttering friend. He knew that as long as he was kind and curious, every night could be filled with a little bit of magic. As the years went by, Jasper and Mia shared many more adventures. They chased butterflies, splashed in puddles, and made friends with chipmunks and bluebirds. But no memory was as special to Jasper as the summer he helped the little firefly. One special evening, as the sun was setting and the sky was painted with streaks of orange and pink, Jasper sat quietly in the garden. He was older now, his muzzle flecked with grey, but his eyes were as bright as ever. Mia, who had grown taller and wiser, sat beside him, her hand resting gently on his soft fur. The first fireflies of the season appeared, lighting up the garden with their gentle glow. Jasper's tail thumped softly, and he lifted his nose to the breeze, breathing in the scent of flowers and grass. Suddenly, a tiny light floated down from the sky, landing softly on Jasper's paw. It was the little firefly, grown strong and beautiful. Its light was steady and bright, and it seemed to smile at Jasper, remembering the night he'd offered a safe place to rest. Mia and Jasper watched as more fireflies joined their friend, filling the garden with a sparkling symphony of light. It was as if they were saying thank you, not just to Jasper, but to anyone who cared for small creatures and believed in the magic of kindness. Jasper knew that he didn't need to chase the fireflies anymore. Their light would always return, year after year, a reminder that gentleness and love could change the world, one glowing friend at a time. So, whenever you see a firefly dancing in the dusk, remember Jasper the puppy, who loved fireflies more than anything, and who learned that the greatest magic comes from caring for others and sharing the light in your heart. And as the stars came out and the fireflies danced above the garden, Jasper and Mia sat together, wrapped in the gentle glow of friendship and wonder, their hearts forever shining bright. The end.